Hi, I'm Sandrine Rattan, and I'm inviting you to spend a few moments with us as we present our second feature, Business Success in Trinidad and Tobago. On this occasion, we feature two organizations whose contributions play a significant role in our socio-economic development. They were also featured on our Business Watch series aired recently on CNC3. Here I am at the Business Development Company Limited, the official trade promotion organization in Trinidad and Tobago, assuming responsibilities for international business promotion and export certification. As you'll hear in the feature, the mandate of the organization is indeed an extensive and diversified one. Albert Chow, president of the BDC, tells us more.
This major focus is business development, and by that we mean we are here to grow business, and we grow business in four major ways. We grow the number of business, the size of business, the earnings of business, and the efficiency of business. And that really encompasses what the business development is about, Business Development Company Limited.
In a major sense.
Yeah. The trade promotion aspect is but one aspect of the organization. You have the trade promotion essentially responsible for assisting all businesses increase their exports, with the exception of the energy sector, of course. And we also, as an overall position, we are looking at sustainable diversification. We want to have this country, as we all do, having a wider range of products that we produce for ourselves, for our own consumption, and produce for export as well.
And I know in the recent budget 2010-2011, the Minister of Finance was very strong in terms of the whole issue of economic diversification. So I'm sure the BDC has a critical role to play in terms of, already playing, but more pronounced in terms of making that happen, contributing to it.
We do have a role in it, but our focus is more on what do we have now and how do we get more out of what we have. In a sense, it's more the intensification of our producers, our current exporters, and intensification of our current producers for the local market. There's another element, a larger element, into what next.
Yes.
And we are not focused on the what next aspect. That is more the policy decision of the government and, in a sense, the prerogative of the private sector. They will take the lead in the what next. We are more on what is and how we can improve and increase what we are right now.
And in that what next scenario, there will be a collaborative component for the BDC, I'm sure.
Yes, well, certainly they will ask us what we think is possible, but we are not a good foresighter in that sense. There are other organizations who have done a lot of work on foresighting in this country, who will be better prepared, certainly the universities, and so that will be better prepared to talk to it.
The credit union movement has been and continues to be a major contributor to economic development. And I think Eastern Credit Union needs to be applauded for the efforts in this regard, being positioned as one of the largest financial cooperatives in the Caribbean. Nigel Matthew, president of Eastern, shares with us some of the organization's milestones and more.
Eastern Credit Union started in 1973, and here we are in 2010, 37 years old. So in addition to growth in all our portfolios, meaning shares, savings, deposits, and even our asset base, we have contributed towards, I would say, national development. Because 20 years ago, we established La Jolla, in the first capital of Trinidad and Tobago, St. Joseph. And La Jolla is synonymous with the jewel. In Spanish, it's called the jewel. So that's the jewel of the credit union movement, even the jewel in the Caribbean. So we consider that to be a really good milestone because La Jolla is a multifaceted facility comprising our headquarters, our administrative headquarters. We have conference facilities, we have an auditorium, we have a swimming pool, we have a gymnasium, we have a daycare. We also have rentals of apartments for domestic and also commercial. So that is our significant achievement over the last 20 years. But more than that, Eastern Credit Union over the last 10 years has managed and operated its own proprietary ATM network. Up to now, no credit union has done that so far. And we have taken it a step further by being part and associate member of InfoLinks Limited. That's a company that manages the links network throughout Trinidad. So any Eastern member can access their funds in any one of the ATMs in Trinidad. And even banks, customers who are not members of Eastern can come to Eastern ATMs and access their funds. Okay? So we consider that to be a really tremendous boost with respect to the development of the movement in general, and hopefully other credit unions would come along.
Mr. Matthew, I'm listening to you, and I'm hearing some very poignant statements coming out in terms of which all point towards diversification. Because the suite of services which you have just described are not purely financial. You have, because you talk about
The ATM network, yes.
Yes, and some other things, but what caused it?
Well, the visionary leadership in Eastern, okay, as I said, it's national in scope. So Eastern has attracted a cadre of people to serve on the boards, various boards, also the various committees like the credit committee, the supervisory committee, and also committed employees. We have employees there, Eastern being 37 years old, 25 years and 30 years. So an employee would only stay with an organization if there is some level of commitment and loyalty to the organization. So that we have, I would say, treated our staff well in terms of terms and conditions, but more than that, our customers who have placed confidence in us by savings, making investments, and of course accessing credit.
I hope you have enjoyed viewing our short feature, Business Success in Trinidad and Tobago, where we showcase to you two of our very successful organizations in Trinidad and Tobago, Business Development Company Limited and Eastern Credit Union. Bye for now.